Wingy Boxing IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm here with the head of boxing at Sky, Adam Smith. Adam, Amir Khan's always a roller coaster, isn't it?
Always a roller coaster.
What did you think about his performance, Khan's performance against Vargas?
I thought it was okay. First of all, I thought it was a terrific show. It was a wonderful night of boxing. You had great performances, early wins, good long hard fights. A little bit like a mini July the 28th. Eddie and I were just talking about it. It was something for everybody, and I thought the Langford and Wellborn fight was fantastic. A real sort of split 'em. I mean, either way, whichever way.
The first fight was great. I was live for that one. That was great.
Yeah, I wasn't there for the first one, but I thought Wellborn may have just nicked it, and he did. And I thought it was great the way that Langford came back from the early knockdowns. Brilliant. Sam Eggington, nightmare for him. I mean, take your hat off to a visitor from Tanzania who has 1 week notice. But yeah, I mean, it was really difficult to beat. He looked like he was just completely lost in it and switched off.
I interviewed his opponent, and all he kept saying to him was, "Kell Brook, Kell Brook. I want Kell Brook."
Yeah,
that's all he could go on about.
Yeah, fantastic.
I think that's possible, that sort of, after that performance. What does that do from your perspective? Is that a guy you'd bring back?
You may bring him back. I'm not sure that's what Kell would want.
Yeah, of course, no.
Kell obviously wants Amir Khan and other bigger prizes. But yeah, it was a really good performance, and it just goes to show you can take nothing for granted. Sam was all set to fight in a few weeks, and big fight, big stage. But that's obviously all out of the window. He's got to go back to the drawing board. He's a tough guy. He's a great guy, Sam Eggington, and he'll obviously take a long hard look at it with John Pegg and work out what went wrong. Amir Khan, compelling, unpredictable, dramatic. First 3 or 4 rounds, he thought he was going to get rid of him. Blistering hand speed at times. He looked terrific again. But the knockdown was fortunately towards the end of the round. What would have happened if Kell Brook had been in the ring with him? There's still that vulnerability. He recovered well. I thought Vargas was really gritty, really determined. But you're not at that level of your Spencers and your tonight your Garcia and Sean Porter. What would have happened if they'd been in with Khan tonight? It's difficult because Amir needed rounds. He's been out a long time. That 39-second blitz of Phil Greco showed us he had hand speed, but we knew that, and we knew that again coming into tonight. What we saw was he got the plus points were a good 12 rounds, good education, needed it, and he won convincingly on points pretty much every round. On the negative side, I say at times, I thought he looked easy to hit. Are the legs quite what they were? Is that down to inactivity, or is it down to his age? It was a decent win for him, but it was a mediocre performance, and something he'll probably look back at and think it wasn't quite as good as he thought it was straight after the fight. But a win's a win. He needs to fight a big name next. I'd like it to be Kell Brook. I think he wants it to be Manny Pacquiao.
You beat me right to it. That's the feeling that I got. He wants Manny Pacquiao. That's the feeling that.
Well, I think it's probably a fight he's been wanting a long time. They're old stablemates. It's a massive name. Manny's really at the end of his career. Kell's probably a more dangerous fight, but it's the fight the British public want to see is Kell Brook, and I think it's the bigger money fight, and I think it would work, and they could have maybe 2 fights, but I don't know. I'm sure Kell was licking his lips on that sort of performance tonight, but there again, every fight's different. Khan's got blistering hand speed, and I think he could have taken Vargas out early, and maybe he would have done 3 years ago. So what you've got to look at is what was all the ingredients in it, but overall, it was a good win against a tough opponent who exceeded all expectations coming over here. And I think more people should be talking about Vargas's commitment and performance as much as Khan's.
Adam Smith, head of boxing at Sky, thank you for speaking to Wingy Boxing. Grabbed you on your way home. I bet you saw me and thought, oh my God, I want to go home.
That's great. Great night.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Fantastic.